What's going on, YouTube? Claykeysalt back again, and in today's video we have a sponsored video thanks to Netmarble. Thank you so much for sponsoring this channel and allowing me to tell everybody about this game and that special collab you guys have going on with it. And guys, I want to remind you, when I do these sponsorships, it's my own words, my own thoughts, my own feelings on the game. But again, thank you to Netmarble for sponsoring this video. If you guys end up wanting to play this game, click the link in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, we're getting into it. Our game is called Chronicle. It's a JRPG, turn-based, strategy-style-based mobile game that you guys can get downloaded on your phones right now. Use the link in the description below to grab it up. And the cat's out of the bag. You guys probably already saw it up top and probably in the thumbnail. That's right, they are having a collaboration with Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, my favorite anime of all time, hands down. You guys know how much I love it. You guys can get the characters, play around with them. We'll get into that in a minute, and I'll show you guys exactly how that works, but I want to show you guys the gameplay and how it exactly works in the game so you guys can see how it is. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to look at, we're going to go through a story mission. You can see that the story is very big, vast. There are story cutscenes. They are actually voice acted. You have the Japanese option to listen to it, and then you have obviously your English text that you guys can read and understand. We're going to go ahead and set to number 2. We're going to go to the boss because I want to show off the boss. And you guys can see here, that's right, I have all the Metal Alchemist Brotherhood units to play around with. Thank you, Netmarble, for providing me this account so I can show off how great they are. But this is going to be where you guys are going to build up your team. So the first menu you have here is like your team comp build up. You guys can see you can have 5 units on your team at a time. And you can see your first unit right here will have a special leader skill, and this is going to help you guys with strategizing and understanding what to do in the game. You can see that Ed's special leader skill here is increases Metal Alchemist heroes attack by 50%, which is going to be great when you have a whole team of Metal Alchemist units. We'll go over which ones are in the game and what they look like after I show you the gameplay, alright? There's also a 5th spot here that can be taken by a friend unit, so a helper unit. So we're going to go ahead and team up. We're going to have Riza Hawkeye take a seat for a minute, and we're going to take one of our friends in to help us to make sure we can get through this battle. They also bring a helper skill, increases all allies' recovery amount by 20%, so it's going to help us heal up a little bit. Again, your team comps are going to depend on what you want to do in the fight. You know, you need a healer, maybe a person that's a little bit more tanky, somebody can revive, somebody can debuff, and obviously do the damage, so that's going to be big there. And then you're just going to go ahead and click start and get ready to get into the fight. There are several other things, like each unit has an element that is attached to them. This is going to be important for elemental advantages and disadvantages. You can see that both my helper and my leader skill popped off there and helped the team out. And the enemies look amazing, which is sweet. So if we look at the top here, you can see the turn order that we have. Again, this is a turn-based game. You can see that after my friend unit here goes, Roy Mustang is going to go, and then after that, it goes in the order that you see there. Each of the units will have 3 abilities you can choose from, and also you could defend if need be. Some of the abilities will have a cooldown. If you'd like to learn more about what an ability does, just go ahead and click on it and hold on it, and it will tell you. So if we use Power Strike here, it is a 6-turn cooldown ability, which is going to be a long time before you can use it again, but it inflicts damage equal to 288% of attack to a target and 2 adjacent enemies. So it's going to be somewhat of an AoE skill. We can go to click back to click off of that. You can do that for each ability if you need to learn more of what they do. But these third skills also have something special with them. Depending on the unit, they will have a special like JRPG anime style cutscene to go along with them with some voice acting. So let's see. Here comes one right now. So Power Strike has one. There we go. You know, she's playing some baseball, dude. Playing some baseball, killed them all, easy mode, got it done. So then the enemies are going because of the turn order here. Next up, I want to show you guys, remember when I was talking about the elemental disadvantages and advantages? You can hit the pause menu, go here, and it shows you. So fire beats wind, wind beats water, water beats fire, and then light and dark are kind of just equally good and bad against each other. So that's what you guys are going to want to use there. We can go ahead and hit continue. And now I'm going to show you Roy Mustang's cutscene for his third ability. There it is, guys. I love it. I love it. He's so strong. My units are pretty strong for this early part in the thing. Thank you again to Netmarble for providing these units to me to show them off. So you can see that these units are weak to me because I have wind. There are also different things that abilities can do, like debuff, cause bleeds, burns, buff yourself up, buff your team members, heal your team members. There's all kinds of strategy you guys will have to have, and you can enhance these skills as well later on to reduce their cooldown or make them more powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the skill 3 here. Chest cut. Let's see it happen. Boom! He gets angry, knocks her out. That's it. Game over. We won. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be showing off the other Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood characters as well later on. So we've won the battle, and this is going to be how it's going to be through the story. There's going to be different strategies, different bosses you'll have to fight, unique bosses. I appreciate the help there. I'm probably not good enough to be your friend at this point in the game, so I don't want to take up your friend spot. Next up, I want to show you guys the different game modes you guys can play with within Knights Chronicle. So there are all kinds of different things you guys can do. We were just in adventure mode, which is going to be the story mode. There is PvP in this game. As you can see, we can go into the arena and battle it out PvP style to earn some rewards on the ladder, go up the leaderboard and try our best. We also have guild battles. I'm not in a guild right now, but there are guilds in this game where you guys can join up, team up with other players, and there's also multiplayer where you guys can battle with your friends and try to take down different bosses and raid bosses and things like that, which is very interesting. Next up, we have events. So we have a special dungeon. In this dungeon has the different special events they're running, you know, depending on what collaboration, for example, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or maybe some things to make you guys be able to raise your characters up more if you farm it, maybe to get some money, things like that. All kinds of special dungeons you guys can run. We have epic quests, where I do believe this is specific to a unit, make them stronger, be able to awaken some inner power, and learn a little bit more about them in a story. Next up, we have a boss dungeon, and this changes, I think, daily. Looks a little bit longer than a day and 20 hours. This is going to actually restrict your team a little bit. I do believe yesterday I can only fight with dark units, but then I think today, if we click on it, we can fight with any of the different elements. You can see that they're all required element. We need to fill all those in, and then we fight a boss for really great rewards as well. That's another challenge. And let's go here. Again, there's a guild dungeon, but can't do the guild dungeon. I'm not in a guild yet, but you could if you join a guild, which you should. We have like kind of like a tower system. They call it time space void, and as you work your way up, eventually, if you take it all down, you complete all the levels, you guys are going to get a 6-star hero ticket, giving you guys a 6-star hero in the game, which is the highest hero you guys can get, which is going to be phenomenal. And then last but not least, I do want to look at, it's not really a game mode per se, but it's kind of like a little thing you guys can work on. This is your town, and this is where you guys are going to be able to do different stuff. Like I have a mine I can level up, and it produces gold for me, so I can level up my units. We have a chance roulette, where if you guys have 100, you can only do it 2 times a day, I do believe, but if you have 100 of the friend points, which you get from using helpers, you know, other friends, you guys can spin this and win some rewards. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Let's see. There's all kinds of different stuff on here, and it changes too, depending on what's going on. So what do we get? Ooh, okay, we got 150k gold. You know, that's going to be useful for me when I have to level up my units and things like that. Then we have a heroic windmill, which I do believe you just take like heroes and you take some ingredients and you make them into a random other hero. So if you have some heroes you don't want, you could throw them in there and try to get something else out of it. That's pretty cool. So after that, I want to show you guys how to actually level up your units and what you can do to enhance your units and the options you have there. So once we're in the hero tab here, guys, we have a ton of options. We have level up, evolve, enhance hero, limit break, hero talent, enhance skill, costumes, which is pretty neat, sell heroes, and this is just your hero box. So if we go to level up and we select maybe this hero I want to level up here, you can see that you can feed other heroes into a hero to make them stronger. The ones you definitely want to be feeding in are the Rainbow Mon or the XP Mon. I think these are called XP Mons. They go in, that's what their use is. They are specifically used to go into your hero and make them level up. And the Rainbow ones give you a ton of experience. And if you can match the element, I do believe it gives you also more experience. If you can, you know, fire with a fire or wind with a wind, it'll give you more experience there. And that's how you level them up, okay? Next up, what we have is evolve. So if you have a unit that is totally maxed out, they can't go any higher in level. So we can see that if we have a unit at max level, let's say we get them all the way maxed out, we can't level them up anymore. If we put a certain number of starred creatures, so for this one, if we have 5 stars, we can make this unit a 6-star unit and let them level up a little bit more, pass through that threshold of level that they hit max, making them more powerful and reaching their full potential in that way. So you can see you'll have to collect. So it's much easier in the beginning when you have like 4 stars. These are the units that are specific for evolving unit. You can see large evolve mon. These are only used to do that. So if I went boop, 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 I would want to do that, evolve, turning him into a 5-star. He also changes appearance, which is sweet. When you evolve a unit, they change appearance, and making them more powerful and unlocking more stuff. Enhanced hero, limit break, and hero talent. This is all going to be when you get to later game. I haven't been able to get that far yet. We have enhanced skill. That's the ability I'm talking about where you guys can make your skills better. I do believe it requires duplicates of a unit or some other type of material. And then we have costumes, guys. And you guys can go to the costume shop, buy up different costumes for your units, make them look different, change them up. I love when in-game appearances can change. And you guys can check out that in the hero shop. And that's about it when it comes to just enhancing. Well, it's not about it. There's a lot there. But I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much to make your hero unique, more to what you want, and unlocking their full potential. Then after that, we have runes, which is going to be like the equipment that you guys can put on your units. So we can go ahead and go look at my Ed here. This is my little Ed that I was building up before they allowed me to have the fully decked out one. And these are going to give you different kinds of stats. You can see that if we look at this rune, it's going to give us 10% HP, but if we have a rune set, Rune of Life, meaning we use 2 of the hearts together in this thing, so if I would have another heart here, it would give me a set bonus of 10% HP for that. The attack 10 always happens, so whatever's in here is always happening. We can enhance them to make them stronger, level them up, give them more substats, increase their substats, and make their star level go up higher. That's how you're going to really in-game make your units better and make them stronger and kind of customize to how you think the unit should be played, which is going to be pretty amazing there as well. So without further ado, I want to show you guys the summons real quick. We will do a quick summon. We're going to go to summon here. And they have 2 banners going on right now for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. They have Ed, Riza, and Ling Yao. And then we also have Ling Yao, Alphonse Elric, and Roy Mustang. I was talking about a special collab event going on, so I want to show that off and show all the characters in their full glory. So if you guys head over to your codex and you go to collaboration, then head over to Full Metal Alchemist, you guys are going to be able to see all the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood characters you have available to you, and I want to show them off. So we have Ed Elric here, Edward Elric, ready to go. When he's a 4-star, he kind of looks normal with his little shirt on there, but then as you level him up to 5-star, he gets his normal button-up jacket that he has, and if you get him all the way up to 6-star, he gets the iconic red trench coat that everybody loves him from. And if you click on him, you can see that he gets his auto-mel sword out and he's ready to fight. Next up, we have Alphonse. His armor looks a little bit roughed up here, but as we level him up to 5-star, it looks a little bit better. Ed's been doing some transmutation on it, making it cleaner. And then we go up to the 6-star version. You can see his eyes are glowing. He's got some alchemic power around him, and he's ready to brawl. Next up is Roy. He's in his State Alchemist uniform, looking nice. We go to the next one. He does put his State Alchemist trench coat on. And then he gets some alchemic power around his finger where he snaps and can have fire alchemy happen there, which is incredible. Next up, we have Riza Hawkeye, looking very good. She also puts on her State Alchemist uniform, and then she puts on her State Alchemist trench coat when she gets the 6-star. Next up is a unit that you can't get through the summons. You must get through the special event that's going on right now for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that is Lust, one of the homunculi, one of the bad people from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Lust is one of my favorites. You can see that she has a coat on. I think she's kind of more trying to, you know, blend in a little bit with that nice coat, but then now she's in her full homunculi outfit going on here, and if we get her up to 6-star, her little nails pop out. That's her power as a homunculi. She can make those go out and cut, pretty much pierce through almost anything and shred some people up. So I can't wait to get her unlocked. And then we have Ling Yao, which you guys can remember from Brotherhood. Some things happen with him, but again, I don't want to get into any spoilers, even though it's been out forever. If you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, go watch it. It's my favorite anime of all time. He goes on, he gets his nice little jacket that he normally has, and then he becomes Young Master Ling Yao at the end there, making him even more powerful. So those are all the units you guys have available to you, and without further ado, let's go in and battle and see if we can't get Lust and show you guys that event off using all the Full Metal Alchemist characters. So you guys want to go down to event, special dungeon, you guys want to, there's so much stuff in here, right? Growth, multiplayer, Advent. Advent's where you want to go. This is where you guys can acquire different units. You can see up top we have Lusty, we have Lust, so I want to definitely try to get her. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I'm going to click on the hard mode because I don't know how well I can do. Of course, I'm taking in the Full Metal Alchemist team, and you can see that they get stat boost up. If we go back here, we click on this, we click on party info, it'll show you the units that actually get stats up. So the more Full Metal Alchemist units you use, the better your team's going to be inside of here. So that's going to be great for you. So I'm all stacked out. I'm not going to take a friend unit with me because I want to show you guys all of these units here. So we're going to go ahead and go in. Now you can only do so many attempts a day. It looks like you can only do 3 attempts a day on this Lust boss without using some kind of outside dungeon voucher. But first, you're fighting some scorpions. Lust is going to be safe for the end boss here. So let's go ahead and check out every one of these special 3D anime style cutscenes they have. So boom, Hawkeye takes it out, pulls out the rifle, really sweet. I think we've already seen Roy's, but we'll see it again. It doesn't matter to me. Come on, baby. Yes, dude, Roy Mustang, man, the Flame Alchemist, very, very strong. Moving on down, going to 2 out of 3. Now we get to see Ling's again, which we've seen before. It's chest cut, so he runs down, runs really fast, and just chops this guy right in half. Takes him down. Now we get to see Ed's, and you guys haven't seen Ed's yet, and Ed's is actually phenomenal. You guys will remember this. He goes down, makes the spear come up, and then chucks it. You guys can remember this from the first episode. Very powerful, very good ability. And we're back to Hawkeye now, so we're gonna go and use our second ability here to go ahead and take that guy out. And now comes Lust. And if you guys remember from the anime, homunculi don't like to die, right? They have a bunch of lives. They're not normal. They heal themselves. So she's going to have a mechanic. I'm going to let you guys figure that out. There is a way to deal with it, but if you don't do it the way that it's supposed to be done, she will come back to life a certain amount of time. So let's look at Alphonse's level or skill 3 thing. So he claps his hands together and he's going to make those rocks come up and hit Lust pretty well there. I like that. So Lust also summons some scorpions, so you got to take her down or she'll keep summoning those scorpions and then you'll get in trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and target Lust here. I'm going to use Roy's second ability, which put a burn on her, which was nice. I'm going to go ahead and defend with... yeah, I'm going to go ahead and defend here because I want to use Ed's second ability here so I can show you guys that off. So he claps his hands, goes down, puts the spikes out, takes Lust down, and she died. So there was something I did there to make Lust not come back to life, but you guys can figure that out as you're playing. It's pretty interesting, and it's very story-based, which I love. You guys will get it once you know. So you can see that after this, sadly, I did not pull a Lust this time. You can get a Lust from this thing. The last time I ran it, right before I made the video, I did get a Lust. So it's a pretty good drop rate for that. I've had 2 so far, which is pretty great. And then you also get these special stones here. A legendary stone that ignores the law of equivalent exchange. You guys are going to take that. What you guys want to do with that is head over to your town. This is going to be very important here. So we're going to go back. We're going to go to lobby, I do believe. Yes, lobby. And then town's going to be in the bottom left here. Click on town. Click on that. And then we're going to go ahead and head over to the laboratory. And this is where you guys are going to be able to special trade in the stones. So if you get up to 4,000, you guys can select any 4-star Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood unit that you want, except for Lust. Lust you must get from the event. If you guys get up to 2,000, you can exchange them for any 5-star Full Metal Alchemist. Well, not any, excuse me. You will get a random one because it doesn't say selector. Selector is very important. And then you can go down here and you can get a Full Metal Alchemist 4-star unit for 1,000 of them. You can trade that in. So that's going to be very important. But you guys, I know you guys want to have Full Metal Alchemist units, right? You guys want to start off. So for a login bonus for this event, you guys are going to get a 4-star Edward Elric. So you can start out using Ed, our favorite state alchemist there, for you guys to use and have fun with and start building up on his own. And then you guys can also acquire more through either the event or through the summoning on the banner. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you guys are going to check this out, make sure to get your free Ed while the event's going on. And then subscribe for future content. Thank you so much to Netmarble again for sponsoring this video. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is my favorite anime of all time. I couldn't be more grateful to be able to show this off to my fans out there, my viewers. And then also, guys, if you want the game, download in the link below. It's going to be in the link below. Click that link and download it. We'll catch you guys in the next video.